Ever wondered what big names like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Oprah Winfrey have in common? Yes, of course they are amongst the richest people in the world, but what more? One more thing that separates these financial biggos from others is their day-to-day lifestyle and money habits that make them successful. Becoming rich and successful is everyone's dream. But becoming rich is not just about earning more money. How you plan each day, what habits you inculcate in your routine, how you maintain the work-life balance, what you do with your money, how you invest it, etc. are all equally important in your journey to becoming wealthy. Ultimately, you should control your wealth, not the other way around. Now that we have your attention, here are some tips you can follow. Who knows, you may be the next billionaire someday.
Welcome to this luxury channel. Watch the full video to know more about the billionaire lifestyle.
Becoming a billionaire is a lofty goal, often unobtainable for most individuals. Some find their success through economic, educational, or opportunistic advantages. Others learn to take calculated risks, develop their personal creativity, and deploy their capital advantageously. On the other hand, some miss out on the opportunity for wealth because they do not have a long-term plan or try to rush success. By leveraging focus, discipline, and routine frameworks, you can increase your likelihood of financial success. Here are some specific do's and don'ts for becoming a billionaire. Risk-taking. In addition to their work ethic, billionaires are also more willing to take risks. According to the study, 73% of the wealthy are self-employed or entrepreneurial. Although a corporate job may be appealing because of its stability, there's a very apparent ceiling to the amount of wealth one can amass. The most successful businesses usually require the most risk. Some of the world's most successful and wealthy individuals can back this theory. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg all dropped out of college to pursue their startup dreams. The number of billionaires worldwide has been on an upward trajectory, for the most part, since the new millennium, so it's likely that many of these success stories play an inspirational role. The risk-taking trait carries over to investing as well. According to data from the Deutsches Aktieninstitut, 42% of investors are willing to take risks when investing if they have good knowledge of money and capital investments. That number drops significantly when compared with those who have limited knowledge of money and capital investments. Only 7% of that demographic said they're willing to take risks. One can of course also make the argument that the more money one has, the more likely they're willing to risk some of it on investments. 1. They invest in themselves. Investing in yourself does not mean spending thousands of dollars shopping or getting a makeover. Instead, it refers to investing time and resources in self-development. Every successful person you'll ever come across does this. The personal investment could mean learning a new language, taking classes on history, focusing on fitness, or even reflecting upon ambitions to clearly determine goals. 2. They are constantly curious. Billionaires are always curious. They have a hunger to understand and explore things. This curiosity is never truly satisfied, which fuels their continued earnings and growth. Since they are always trying to approach different situations and conditions in innovative ways, they shed a unique perspective on the tasks put before them. When you are placed in a complex situation, you likely seek the easy way out, the safest way out, or just give up. A billionaire will find the toughest of ways, but he will reach the root of the situation and tackle it more effectively because of it. 3. They surround themselves with smart people. A number of highly successful people made it their habit early on to always ask for advice. Ray Dalio, the founder of the world's largest hedge fund, Bridgewater Associates, said that, as a novice investor, he started asking everyone, even his barber, about their opinions on specific investments. Most billionaires, for this very reason, surround themselves with smart people, learning from their reasoning on different matters. The conclusions people reach shouldn't make a difference, but the way they reach those conclusions does. Spend more time in the company of smart people and learn how they perceive situations. This will, in time, refine your thinking and steer you towards success. 4. They rarely eat alone. Eating together with your entire circle at a single table is the best way to stay current on business affairs. Instead of getting half-baked news from blogs or papers, these billionaires tend to keep things straightforward, interacting with each other on a one-on-one basis to stay sharp and informed. 5. They own up to mistakes. When things go right, we tend to be a little too keen to take credit for it. But when things go south, rare is the person who readily claims blame. But that's exactly what billionaires do. Billionaires usually don't hesitate in accepting loss, and the fact that it was their fault things didn't pan out as planned. They usually go a step further and make amends for the mistake. Essentially, egos aren't huge for the richest of people. 6. They know how and when to use leverage. There are two kinds of people, those who take advantage of others, and those who leverage the resources and assets they have correctly. Ever wondered how billionaires achieve their success? It's usually because they are great in a particular area and capitalize on it. What they excel at is leveraging the right resources, human and otherwise, correctly as the situation demands. This is not just restricted to business, this is a habit that shows in every aspect of the lives of famous billionaires. This certainly doesn't imply taking advantage of people though. There's a fine line one has to tread here. 7. They understand the difference between possessions and growth. Money increases your purchasing power, but do you really need to buy a toy that big? Many wealthy people spend tens of thousands on cars and leisure. Billionaires, on the other hand, are often more frugal when it comes to possessions. Instead, their spending is focused on growing their empires further. We notice something interesting when perusing the profiles of billionaires. Most avoid debt altogether when it comes to personal finance, no matter how small. Billionaires are in the habit of spending money where it can eventually yield more profit, taking them to greater heights. This could even entail taking their entire teams on cruises, making memories with your business family, etc., in order to build loyalty and employee happiness. 8. They don't always play it safe. Risks have to be taken. Billionaires understand that, until and unless risks are taken, a business will not be able to move ahead, and a bold risk taker will fly ahead. At times, people are ready to put everything at stake just to know if the risk was actually worth it. This includes their reputations, their networks, entire business models, and more.
Subscribe to our channel to keep up with new content. Your subscription, support, and feedback are much appreciated.